Today we're in North Yorkshire, the North York Moors, a place called Great Ayton. We're going to walk up to Little Ayton and Cliff Quarry and make it around. We'll see at the car park, free parking at the side of the road. We're going to head forward now through the village. Well, there's plenty of people about as we head forwards, following the river. This is the childhood home of Captain James Cook in the early 18th century. We head forwards at the crossroads, over the bridge to the other side. We're just at the side of the schoolyard now, and the school has a couple of chickens. We keep going. A beautiful garden just at the other side of the school. There's plenty of cyclists about because in 2 days' time, on Thursday, we've got the 4-day Tour de Yorkshire. The building in front on our left, there's numbers on that saying 1879. We just keep heading forwards. We'll soon be turning right. And here's the river just in front of the houses and the shops. A couple of baby ducklings here, look. And they're coming up to see us. Yes, they are. 3 of them now. These are about, I'd say, 10 days old, something like that. Well, I think we'll leave them for now. As we head forward, we see there's another couple of baby ducklings on our right. So as we head forward across the front of the shops, we see the bridge on our right hand side and cross straight over, heading towards the weir. We've just popped into the butcher's for a quick pie. Beautiful. So we're crossing over the bridge now, heading forwards. And we'll just take a good picture of it. Obviously this is male. Well, I think the plaque at the side explains it all. We're just at the top of the tiny waterfall now, and it's a park area as well. We go through the gate, turning left, with the river on our left hand side, and that's just looking over the river at the fabulous gardens at the other side. And there's a squirrel there. Look at that. He's on the table. There he is, you can see him. There's squirrel, look there on the edge. He's gone. We've just been talking to this bloke with the dog, and we're going to follow him up because he's going to take the little dog swimming in the river in a minute. So let's keep going and follow him up. Look at that to our left hand side. Roseberry topping in the sunshine, and you can see people up there. And the yellow gorse. That's called the Matterhorn of the North. Let's see if we can get some people on there. Well, look at that. I must be a mile and a half away. But that's a beautiful shot. It's just in the sunshine. Well, we've got to keep going because we want to catch that bloke up. We head forward a couple of 100 yards. On our left again, that's Captain Cook's monument. We're just getting a shot while the sun's out on it. We might get another one a bit later on. So we just keep heading forward through the gates. There's just a couple of people in front of us. We've got sheep and horses in the same field. The horse there asleep. Right, let's keep going. So much to film. House on our right. We go through the gap in the hedge and then drop down towards the river. Just looking to our left. Little dog in water there after the ball, look. Yeah, he's got it.
I think he was scared, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Might have been a gunshot or something.
Yeah. He's out, he's out. There he is.
You're alright. Hey. Alright. Thank you.
Having a little, just giving his master a shower there. Yeah, there she is. She dropped it in again. There she is again. No, she says not this time. Ah, she is. She's coming back. She's got it. She's got it. She's got it. Just on the right hand side there, look, you've got sand martins nests.
Oh, the sand martins?
Yeah, that's what they are, yeah. Here she comes.
They've got that pointed tail like this.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Here she is, she's out again. There she is. Well, that's where we're going, over the bridge. Yeah. Where the little dog's gone.
That's it. Come on. Well,
that's it.
5 minutes ago, you couldn't get her out of the water.
No, no.
Something's happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're walking back down the hill into town, all right?
Yeah, but that's a great, and thank you.
Yeah. No, no problem.
Thanks, that's going to make the film.
I'm going to, as soon as I get home, I'm going to get on your site.
Yeah.
And have a look.
Enjoy yourself, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
and thanks a lot. And this will be on in about 3 weeks, hopefully.
Not to worry.
Well, that's where we're going. And then at the end, we're going to turn right up the road. But just before we do, let's just show you this beautiful part of North Yorkshire. Well, that bloke was absolutely fabulous. He waited for us before he chucked the ball in the river, because the little dog likes coming down here every day and paddling in the river, so he's waited for us to get down, because obviously we're behind still filming. Obviously we're behind still filming. I'm still a bit rusty. I'm not getting my words quite out right, but this is our first walk for this year. We're doing all right, but just let's show you the rest of it. So we've turned right onto the road. Within 3 or 4 minutes, we're at the bridge, turning left. Look at that, we're turning left now, heading up towards the farm and the tea shop. Let's just give you a quick look. Beautiful little place, this. And in the river we've got kingfishers. We've seen one in here before. And dippers. We've got a seat in memory of Margaret Archer, 1994. But look at the view. We're just in front of the seat now. That'll do. And as we head forwards towards the farm and the cafe, that's a quick view to our right. Can you hear the bird life? We keep going. Yeah, there's plenty of people come up to the tea rooms, and we think there's a little area where you can look at the animals and that as well. Let's go and have a look. Well, we're at the farm now. We look into a barn and Pig there just having a little sleep. He's having a little stretch. I don't know if this will come out. Well, we'll keep going. This is beautiful with all the flowers on the outside of the house. And you can see the hills in the background and you can hear the birds on our left hand side. Look at this with little piglets. There's 4, 5. There's an orange one as well, Janice. Look at that. No, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, these are only tiny. Just can't quite get. There's an orange one here, but we just can't quite get him. Oh, there's more. There's 7, maybe 8. There we are. Oh, look at that. There's maybe 8. Can you see the orangey one here?
Oh, right,
yeah, just in the corner there. Look.
Just, yeah.
Right next to mother, but he won't come into daylight. But the love of there's no better than piglets in sunshine, is there really? Look at that. 5 of them there. Move up. It says move up, I want to go in, that's it. Mother's there just half asleep. That's it, we're comfortable now, he says. Let's just show you the setting. We're heading forward up through the farm now, past a little cafe. You're walking with a taxi driver today at Great Ayton, North Yorkshire. As you can see, this is all developed for little kids. Got plenty of picnic area and a swing and a slide there, look. And just down below, a waterfall. Our right hand side we've got a couple of tame geese there, look. So we just keep heading forwards past the cafe on our left. Look at little ducks coming towards us here. And we've got a couple of goats as well. This would be great for tiny kids with this. And another one. Oh, there we are. Look, pond at the end for the ducks. Well, let's keep going. There's a bit more to see, yeah. More there in a different pen. They're only tiny. They aren't 18 to 22 inches high, maybe. The other side of the fence, we've got a ram. He's a big one. We head forward past the cafe. There looks like a tiny bit of camping area on our left. We're going over the railway bridge in about 3 or 4 minutes. Can you see that blackbird on the right hand side? And there's a little bird down below. Can you see him? We're having to be quiet, we don't want to scare them. But that's 20 foot in front. We're on the bridge. We just keep heading forwards. You can see some little lambs there, look. Just keep it in the shade because it's quite warm now. Look at that for a shot to our right hand side. And as we head forward, about 100 yards, that's looking left. Little lambs there feeding. Everywhere you look, there's lambs all over, it's fabulous. Oh, there's 2, one either side. You can see the legs underneath and little tail going there, look. Look at them. Lovely sunny day. It's the 30th of April today. We're going to get this onto the website as quick as we can. If you're lucky, you'll still be able to see what we're seeing, even in a few weeks' time. Got a little lamb there looking at the chickens. They're just down below in the little stream. In fact, there's 2 or 3 of the lambs there, curious. Another one coming in from the right. There we are. And you can see the chickens, look, down below. Well, let's keep going. At the road, we turn left, slightly downhill. We can see a little lamb there, look, just nibbling through the fence. Just before we turn left, we think that's worth a shot. Look at that, we've got right up to them. So hope they don't get the red stuck, because we've had to free 1 or 2. Last week we freed one at Pateley Bridge that was stuck down a cattle grid and got bruised right up to our arms. It took us about 20 minutes, but if we see out in distress, we'll do our best to help it. Right, let's get going and turn left. We've just spotted a sheep with 3 lambs. And that's not something we see too often. 2, yes, but not 3. If they weren't hers, she'd shoo them away. And they're only tiny, a few days old. Right, let's turn left now, we will get going. So we're heading downhill now towards the houses and the little stream. What a beautiful little spot. I can see a pheasant in that garden there, look. See him? He's gone through the edge. Well, what a beautiful garden with all the bluebells and the garlic and the stream running at the bottom and the pheasant in the garden. We're at the crossroads now. We cross straight over down Airy Home Lane and then up the other side. That's a quick shot to our left. Well, we have a couple of horses here coming down. We've just moved off the road for them. Hello.
Hello.
And that's where we're heading, up the hill. But just before we do, beautiful. And you can see the hills in the background. We've walked a lot of them. We keep going. As we head forwards uphill, we're looking for a left turn, but we've got plenty of bluebells out, and where we're going, into the wood and the old quarry, we think that's where we're going to see most of them. As we make our way uphill, we've got a good mat of garlic that's out, and just at the back a mass of bluebells. And that's just a quick shot to our left. We're going to be heading that way somewhere. We head forward uphill. On our right hand side there's a bit of a clearing. Just in front of us we can see the footpath sign. We turn left there into the field, but first we're going to go into the little clearing and have a cup of tea. Yeah, look at that. We're off the road. It's a great sun trap. We're going to stop here for a cup of tea before we turn left. So we're in the field now, heading forwards. As we look left, we can see the outline of the hills in the distance. That's looking to our right. It's a beautiful part of the world, is this. The North York Moors, or the edge of the North York Moors. Before we go any further, let's take a look behind us and show you what we're looking at. Fabulous. This is looking directly behind. I'm not going to pan it about, I'm just going to give you a chance to look properly. That's fabulous, isn't it, eh? Still looking back, but slowly coming round. Just one last shot to our left before we start heading forwards. This one comes out because we're slightly going into the sun now. So we're heading forward through the gate into Cliff Ridge Wood. Somewhere on our right hand side, we don't know where, is Slack's Quarry. Let's drop down into the wood and the Bluebells. Can you hear the bird life and see the abundance of bluebells in front of us? And as usual, we're having a bit of a game between us. It's the first to spot a wild white bluebell. We keep going. We've walked forward about 10 feet. I mean, blue and white, we don't know what them white flowers are, but it's just incredible, I tell you, the beauty, fantastic. And they're everywhere. Everywhere you look. Well, we've just seen a wren, but before I get camera down, he'd gone. Well, I certainly don't think we'll be able to spot a white bluebell today with all the white, we call them wood plants, but we don't know what they're called, so that's probably the wrong name. But the wood plants and the bluebells are fabulous, but I dare say somebody will tell us we're wrong. We just keep heading forward. There's plenty of butterflies about, and that plant there, ever since we were kids, we've called them cuckoo plants, but obviously they're not. But we were brought up as kids to call them cuckoo plants, because there's a little insect makes a lot of foam, and we used to call that cuckoo spit, and so we've called them cuckoo plants ever since. But obviously it's not. It's the, as you get older, you know, the insects doing it. We keep going. That's just to our right hand side. It looks like a bit of a gully that's been mined a long time ago. And there's just a quick close-up of the white plants that's intermixed with the bluebells. We're in a wood full of birds and this, that, and bluebells. It's fabulous. We just keep heading forwards. Well, I know this will be hard to believe, but we're just looking to our left-hand side from the path, and we've just seen a white squirrel. It'll be an albino grey, but that's the first one we've ever seen in our lives, but we couldn't get it on camera. So we just sat there or stood there and enjoyed it. You know, I'll never see that again, but albino squirrel, here we are. Come and look for yourselves. Well, that was a once-in-a-lifetime shot that we missed, but we're just moving too fast. I couldn't get my camera out, but at least we've seen it. We'll never get a chance again to see one, I doubt. We keep going. We head forward a couple of more minutes till we come to Cliff Ridge Quarry sign. We turn left there, out into the open fields. This is all National Trust land, this. It's beautiful. At the bottom, we go through the gate and turn right. But just before we do, let's take a couple of shots. It's fabulous what we're looking at now. 150 yards to our left-hand side as we come through the gate. That's where we saw the white squirrel, so if anybody comes up here, that's where it was. Let's just show you the rest of it though. This is just unbelievable countryside, the North York Moors. Just down below to our right, look at that for a place to live. We don't even know what it is, but it's fabulous to look at with all the hills. We're just slowly panning round. Down below, on our left, we've got a farm, but we're just slightly looking into the sun now. We're heading forward now, downhill. We're not too far off Ayton. We just keep heading straight forward through the gate. We cross over the tiny track, heading straight forwards, but just before we do, look at that for a shot to our left hand side. The horses, the farm and the gorse. We cross over the railway line to the other side. We just keep heading forwards. Well, we're not far from Ayton now, maybe 5-10 minutes. We look to our left hand side and there's Captain Cook's monument on top. We've just walked through an iron gate. We head forward for another 5 or 10 minutes till we come to the road and then we turn left. We're back into Ayton. So at the road we've turned left. Within a couple of minutes we're at the shops and the green. We'll just take a couple of quick shots of the green. Plenty of seats. It's beautiful. As we walk round this square, we see this plaque. And there's part of it. Quite an impressive building, I think. You can see under the trees there's plenty of seats. Fish and chip shop at the other side. And a butcher and bakers. Lovely pies at the butchers they are. And then we read this plaque. And then we have a look what's above it. We keep heading forward down the village. On our right hand side we've got Captain Cook Schoolroom Museum. That was built in 1704. And on our left hand side you've got the toilets. We just keep heading forward now, following the river through the village back to our car. We hope you've enjoyed our walk from Great Ayton round. You've been walking with a taxi driver today.